This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Mamin Chiwe.
Yeah. Now that's why the numbers number so now.
Oh, say about local stories now. What do you mean? You say why not the glass of casa men can?
There be some names that will be able to say
maybe.
That's why I count.
Okay, maybe.
Meeting am could be at but almost would be bad journalist moment and can afford no more training.
Yeah.
Me who your mind.
Maybe.
You know.
Yeah.
Weekend is a bad weekend for investors.
Sure.
Someone who's a bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Investors are watching me.
Betting for
Betting for. Now 3 years, then had the papa, then now papa and farmer. Yes. Clearly, so started from Barcelona. Omuba against Girona. Girona tried some picky pieces, no. But they share how they will fare against the new Barcelona attack in the absence of Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Dembele, and then Ansu Fati in attack. Into near shade your mobile. The starting game now you uncle to a chance be. Into being himself taking on the first good at Girona. And you know, of course, I think I don't know how to me at share. But Barca kept it cool, they kept pressing, and make sure say Pablo Gazzaniga, the goalkeeper for Tima, your friend Girona. On the back line of Martinez, Joao Pimo, and the Bernardo, and then a branch of Gutierrez. Omobe pressed almost anti. Obia who say the number of goal kicks Omunya and also Omubonina Omoba. Nabasa pressed almost no my mistake, but Nabasa and Timin pounds on that particular errors. That was coming from the back line. Ekopem so Omotu aswa. One ball from the left, Martinez and Timian stop with that cut across Ebaya. Goalkeeper Pablo Gazzaniga and Timian Crabo nim ball no fell to Pedri and Abrante and the ball no at Wattenham. You know idea they were a bit compact. Omume Kishos Ombe put 10 men behind the ball. But Barcelona remained calm and Omuche say Omube possess the ball no try to create certain spaces within. And Trequania go in the fast by a very poor goalkeeping from goalkeeper friend Pablo Gazzaniga. But what can you say? Baby La Liga ne kono. Barcelona are cruising. Almost said the second half of the season, no, they are not looking back. Real Madrid, the end team, what said they are no more bona. Almost they are high flying. And Gavi, Javier Bar, the second half after the World Cup, no, Obien who said the Barcelona team is well organized as compared to the first, and they are clearly cruising. On the other side, it was Santiago Bernabeu. It was a stubborn Real Sociedad side, as against a Madrid team. Nanse omuko fema no maba. Nanse omuko fema no maba. And so show against Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid in the game so boya. Now we see how the Real Madrid team will fare against a stubborn Sociedad side. Almost any Barcelona in the last minute. Dembele and the team take that opportunity. A team winning game no at the Emma omo. But as usual, so against Madrid at the Bernabeu. Now your Real Sociedad at the Nabe. Obe make sure say obe stop with the attack of a team a friend in Madrid, Karim Benzema, Rodrigo Goes, and then Vinicius Junior. But the hero of the night, a goalkeeper friend Alex Romero. One went to me and Shabon, who back as a Real Madrid Amashe. But it was one of the standout Madrid games, Amashe, especially Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo. But goalkeeper one team at Real Madrid, and Musa Madrid in a chance, Vinicius Boning in a guye. But goalkeeper one team at Real Madrid and the 3 maximum points, no, a goalkeeper that me born in Alex Romero. And that chip, our team you free Vinicius nice no chill say goalkeeper no excellent anticipation. And then no be imposed. Make sure say on Real Madrid in the 3 maximum points, no. In Tiana one say the players no be a bon abaso say Abrante no born home modern. And then no had the Bernabeu, he was the hero. But in the Madrid team, Dani Ceballos' introduction had changed everything in the Madrid midfield. The level of progressive play. And he said you see Bonnie game, no, clearly different from Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. And then no team Madrid game, and how much born are very direct. Omuko Omenimpa and Eduardo Camavinga as a left full back, super. And no game of boy, no. Someone say Camavinga and I said left back, you meet me a Bonnie Yache. Central midfield now no more than a bono. Madrid played well, but the hero yesterday at the Bernabeu was a Real Sociedad a goalkeeper. And I still think Karim Benzema also raised bar no if Real Madrid want to win the La Liga. But Barca team 5 and it will be very, very difficult to catch them.
Ancelotti, lack of luck now, kind of.
Vinicius are money and your luck. You know, a boy is in your luck. And our boy, the keep any fire is in your luck. One money.
Okay.
I mean, to me, women friend a luck.
That's what can through out the ball on boy, you know. As at least come to me.
Yes, until I'll give it to the goalkeeper.
3 points.
Yes, until me the man Alex Romero, I'll give it to the goalkeeper than to say a lack nama.
Okay.
But chances no omunya be breach say. But mo ntimi amanche.
Well, San Walker.
Okay. Kalancholo tinim to Sana game later. I told be I'll be create all the chances soon to mention. This one I will not call it. Say omunya lack on the day. In Italy, a red hot Vito Osimhen in the game against AS Roma. Nansan o show bia ntini ye hwe how Joe Luca Simeone, Chris Smalling and Roger Ebenas. The 3 back of AS Roma defense ne betimi astopo around the fair Vito Osimhen for team your friend in Napoli. Teams ne di o mo chi ne so o mako ate nto mo ntimi match. And the last time Jose ne Napoli bono na Jose etimi kunya a famous draw, and after the game applauded the Napoli side and said omo de bo so ani and omo to aso say it will be very, very difficult for team to stop them. And at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, you know you need to look at the first goal of Vito Osimhen. Me see a fair na Matia says Nigeria ni journalists na catch him say they have Vito Osimhen and other 10 players. And this is in the so I hear na only hear any magician or soothsayer to tell you anything. Look at the control. Look at the technique. Just fantastic.
Unbelievable defenders in any way.
You know, I'll give
the
it
number of defenders.
I'll give it to
around
Vito Osimhen.
Okay.
Hwesiro si Chester born. Almost how many go ni bio. Yes. Hwesiro si Chester born. Why you there in a film? You know, why do you blame the defender?
General, under pressure,
So
all we as our ball now country never call a chikakra.
Okay.
But in control keke or the train.
Or the
Like
trainer.
or the
Or the
trainer.
Yes.
And or hit ball 3 times so I ran top for more.
Wow.
Ne kuku. Emsen the serious one sano or bobo na she.
What about the second defender and all tries of a corner?
Watching
One is slow. No, first one no.
Oh no man.
First one you free
Yeah.
to uniform.
Or you never
Second one.
Look at the space.
No,
Oh,
no, slow. No,
There you know.
no, no.
It was too slow.
The Metias
And the several players bet form one
Yes.
the pathway of
Come block, come on.
Gary Cahill and Manja Village, how many defenders can do that?
Adane one day man.
But you give it to us.
Osimhen.
Okay.
Gary Cahill and Manja Village na was hard and say no do omachi beje. But how many defenders will do that? The American say be and come block it. Space now Osimhen dey ball no.
On the time they can ball now. And no judge didn't say good man.
But Franco born the outside foot. So born that Oboles and Kebobu
Yes,
defender.
you can say or chest ball no we. Ball is in national the defender was still standing there with the
He reacted. Okay.
So
common.
no.
Okay, Matthias say.
Most defenders bet home when
It is the entire medema Vitus General Hano onim so o si ball nanim but ball no outside the foot. It is still the technique and the changing ball no my ball the koto opun. Would you rather blame the goalkeeper?
Super striker.
He's a super striker.
Yes.
Yes, Victor Osimhen.
Very long time I mean who a Nigerian attacker. So we show consistency at top football. And did you know the Syria me hope Napoli will win it because AC Milan so against Sassuolo 5 goals. And almost concede here.
But you know what I mean, yes.
Did
Let me catch a Tony.
Now catch Tony.
Yeah. Come here batches in it.
Lecce concede 2.
Yeah.
Omone Torino concede 1. Inter Milan show 3-0. Last week Lecce show 4. And I feel about do 5.
So Sola be show 5. Oh, gizibe me as a stadium.
Midfield need defense no. Last week net 2 Hernandez don't say you know this. Any David Calabria and a boy. And the chase Simon Kaya buy so I blame Simon Kaya say defensively are very weak. Into no 90 man anko. But this time it was Abranti Freno, Matthew Gabia and then Pierre Carolo in defense in the absence of Fikayo Tomori. And both you Hernandez I back David Carabia with Strunic and then Sandro Tonali in midfield. You know they are clearly missing Frank Kessben in midfield. So here I'm giving now. I'm missing Frank Kessben in midfield. But I still think the Milan team, the experience of Zlatan so more missing in a game. But some names so here go now Rafael you so say na cracker. No, Go now, the former Liverpool player, Divock Origi.
Okay. Oh yes, that long range, you know.
But you know, baby, Sasilo, the Domenico Berardo Monson after Scamacca Moko and still our more team now more perform.
Second goal, ma, defense Milan.
Yeah. You know, Domenico Berardi in our team is running the guys and they are still performing. Until you still give it to Sasilo, but Milan, for me, they are almost give you up in the chase for the Serie A, and I don't think say baby and Napoli are doing. Looking at the performance, you know, Napoli beat me a lose. They will win it. Now they are Diego Armando Maradona and Munyam Epio.
Briefly back to Osimhen and Jose Mourinho so best struggle Premiership. Say I know born board here. Diving is one send Zumaya. Untimi and Fanko Premiership. Even though Bertona could team BM.
Osimhen, you know, Osimhen will not struggle in the Premier League. The only problem of being a team of
also diving no does.
Osimhen on dive.
On dive.
Vito Osimhen. I didn't know who Baba that's what tell you man. In the heat of events, no room.
And the other view.
Vito Osimhen. Sir Joe Laka. My hand. Yeah, divers here name Amone Cristiano Ronaldo mo. Omune dive.
No, he fights, but in situations of person with deceiving referees near the not dive from pa.
But Seranko can't dive spa now the Vito Osimhen be him Diana on your fair to him. He is a fighter. And the divers are not fighters. So our players no more diving, they are not fighters. And you know, you will team be how come at the expectation and the demand will be different. So our team beat is Manchester United, and it is in good state. Vito Osimhen, apart from a Juma born in Napoli this time, the game not grew to a certain level. But only player how Becca say, oh yeah, a high volume scorer. And in the Premier League, if you want to compete, you need those kind of players. So Mobema goes to Nashi baby, and you share the goals of Rashford baby a day. Man United, etimi ababi drew. Into a very key, you Liverpool consistency na baby a Mosala goals and any other players goals in the Joma Babi do. So team beat the Man United so bad, the demand is so huge. Day in, day out, they expect you to score. It is a Uncle Basa, you know, there will be so much pressure, there will be so much discussion. Anthony called off against us now. There was so much discussion. Okoye Spain in one of the games. There was so much discussion. Verhos about first two games and now there was so much discussion. But it doesn't go in for other teams as well. Richarlison about 15 games for Tottenham was fair. On share go. Mintis Obi can was it. Chelsea Akofa Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang ba at the net bench. They are not discussing it. So there are teams when you move there will be so much pressure and there will be high demand. But EPL naturally say Africa for no more no. It will say just like other countries. But the African attackers don't struggle. This Nigerian striker, you know, or so one struggle with Everton. At least Amezaki, a free Egypt crab book a crab for Wigan. Yehu Mohamed Shoki, Yehu Mo Salah, Yehu Sadio Mane, and you know the list can go on and on and on. And Vito Osimhen there, it depends the team of Bebo and the demand. But you know, he's a good striker and every coach will love to have him. Ediye Noni, what's a sro? What's a fem? What's a hoarding? What's a DA? He press as well and he's a fighter. And the fighters succeed in the Premier League. And Jose as his usual best. And then some more Becano. But you know, I think Vito Osimhen will perform well for a team amongst players on be complementing the efforts from wide areas. And we have Zambo Aguiza, Zelinski, and Lobotka fighting for him in midfield as well. Into Osimhen there, you know, I hope so. By winning the Caponeri, no, now at least you the black man for the first time from Africa, and also the top scorer in the Italian Serie A.
Big team, we are prepared so I can find the so break it back.
About 120-150 million euros.
Wow.
Because nipa na okwa akoto ni player no okwa odi bedi kan kra di watemansa esa ne wako ansa ne ska no kra odi aba de roranti se unim na Khalid Koulibaly na ne price tag no ye bia no otum until say akire ya Koulibaly no hu se no ni ya no ya ni yes ne ya apem o man kwa Juve befa no. And if you know the rift and the certain rivalry are a free Gonzalo Pipita Higuain so Edukoko PM ewo Juventus Napoli for no more issues. So there was no way De Laurentiis I already said Obeja Khalid Koulibaly mama na ko Juventus ni man de ba Chelsea. And you know ni players there. So why Napoli players Marek Hamse ketana ho sa omo na nko ba bia. Laruso senya tena hosa ni die dum na oja na man de ko Canada. Koulibaly etena hosa ne better days na ko betim dia top teams no wan fi o man etena hosa. Nti De Laurent is just na otie. Nti wo person ko fa ne player dia. No I ready so ko akotua sika na Juve de ko fa. Eye Gonzalo Pipita Higuain ni bi. Enye sa dia no forget it. Now to the English Premier League and the FA Cup games are itimi eba so. Liverpool after Javier Elliott share first goal near him say oh the Brighton yeti omo the last time na free the end to aso sa. Nti Liverpool beti omo ni ahwe how they will perform. But after that Javier Elliott go, you know Brighton for no so anti ana. Na omo beti ka no esa de ba ko kan ho. For me, the second goal was similar to Vito Osimhen. The minister Brighton for the second goal. I mean, so many video now. A bit similar from Karim Mituma. A kind of fast, so ye ball the five defenders. For me, that one was more difficult. The ball in the chair. And that was another similar one from the Dan Woolberg. They share almost the last time they met them.
Yeah.
But you know, the Brighton side is just an exciting side. From Estupinan and this is yes. Cracker.
Because go number set travel. The time I call VR no na enyem de pra. Say one you rule no offside. Yes.
And you know Brighton there and they almost saw about because Adante talent factory and they are producing an exciting talent.
Okay.
And then so game no move on from Moisés Caicedo. I'm making sure say Enra coach in ball McAllister and Pascal Gross. And what the Tariq Lamptey about the right back. And we keep Estupinal, Luis Dunk, Adam Webster. And an attack, you know, the Ferguson number be Alejandro Trussard the Ginano. And we move him into to the left. Samien to Kwenya Mai, into Roberto Di Zerbi. A Jumana Grand Porter, ye no down. And one of our better was oh yes, Edgeman. Or Mammy Sikokuira, or Mammy say Moisés Caicedo in this game. But you know, they were good enough to beat and eliminate him, your friend Liverpool from the FA Cup. I say, Oko social media and train and train. I did that when Jogo Messi didn't say see what.
Aye.
Open it.
So picture the minimum so mo come what they buy. Now didn't say see form. Now more actual there how to clip a shot. Yes, there is it. But Makubisuka home. L2. Yeah,
look, Liverpool defender should be on 6. Yes. They were disorganized. Look at that.
Football.
Jurgen Klopp, you know, nobody is talking about him as well. Obian can once because Obian say Liverpool. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Coach is you don't lose one match. Obian say the discussion will be all over. And Liverpool, they are not, you know, this season has been awful for them. But what can you say? You give it to Brighton and Roberto Di Zerbi for that kind of victory. Now,
okay,
now to the Manchester United versus Reading game. You know, Reading game no game and no be actually the United band. How much I said they are in ascendancy because of their recent performance. But I am picking from game and the control, the chances created. But how Casemiro has redefined his role as a lone pivot. In Madrid, he had two exciting playmakers ahead of him. In terms of passing, on team no be more. In terms of control, on team no be more. In terms of detecting the pace, on team no Luka Modric and Toni Kroos more. Because these are double number 10s and I are compared to almost to be ahead of him. In Tinajuma Oya and say, ono the Oya Jumadin to disrupt the opponent play, to destroy the opponent system. No Jibo on their mom. But in Manchester United, or yes, Jumano, say added the range of passing, say added creativity, say added goal scoring. And this is a 30-year-old we're free. A league I bought for the last 10 years to a different league. Reading any team Abakat or the bear assessing Manchester United or the bear assessing Casemiro. But his level of consistency is just immense. Shakon of us such a first goal, no? From that pass from Anthony. Look at that chip, look at the second goal, but look at how Anthony also involved himself into this particular game. It was a game I did not know fair. But one thing I'll bring from the Premier League side and say, a small team can't beat team Uba. You see the excitement in that particular game. Kudos to Casemiro, and I think Manchester United are full with the more trophy now. We could be at you know, beat me IBB. now in transfers. Chelsea contingent mienunra and we ko pie mu Portugal. So omoni open your friend Manuel Costa and Cochinchen come emfa Abrantia your friend Enzo Fernandez the Argentine international. The young player of the World Cup no. You know omukoya Chelsea so almost 70 plus 30 and a beba Manuel Costa said there be almost the release clause no 120 million euros na almost there. So omunya ready so this kind of beba there. You know, I'm sansa o match in England. In the last minute in cry and still Chelsea person mo pursue and this can become on kofa branti or the TV sui e man e baby siakan e de mati by friend Chelsea. In tie no ne ba bia Enzo Fernandez deal no so people say akwakosi.
Na just omo you ready to sell. Nemom first can nyina ba.
Yes. This a release clause.
Let's say obo chembia installments.
There be omo you ready to sell.
Omo you ready to sell.
Almost say
because release clause near 106 million pounds.
And only a pounds 120 million euros.
So I prepare so be tia. So that is omo ready no no.
Chelsea say.
Say release clause no. As a Chelsea say eno de obi de ba omo po mu mpo. So omo ton.
106.
Chelsea
omo tia.
Omo you ready to sell and come be dia no. Omo say yen ton. Na mo brand yen in the contract dey shemu say so obi the 106 ne ba dia. Wa chechire yen say agu echi. Ene de abrante ni hu kwan
so. The Chelsea so mbetua.
Na Chelsea so mbetua no mbetua ne sopi.
Adam make count here say. Chelsea here prepare so mbetua 106
ni dia.
The guy on the Bema Chelsea.
Yeah.
Is that not it? And it is only ready to sell it.
They are not ready. But when you bring that money, they don't have option than to let him
go. Into Beton.
Release gross no.
Miss Beton.
Only option. Even the create the suma. Oh, Mammy Diano, they are two na Aquana packing.
All right. Here is a Chelsea because okay, trading in Abu.
I training in Abu.
And
to say Chelsea are getting closer than ever.
Yes, okay. They've been closer.
They're getting closer than ever.
Okay.
They say they are Kenyan and say, okay, scan the money musica.
106.
No,
and now 120 euro, 120 million.
You know, Kakrabi on Moise I see them. Arsenal for also almost Apple bid no 70 million on the coin writing for so much money. But you know interesting.
On there no for sale and access can swam.
Almost can swam because boy said one could
almost say.
Meaning scale pay because Abraham on 4.5.
That's how they can.
Then I said the music can't even scale more penalty.
I bet you almost 4.5 no one
play what on 4.5 and check. Now turn over 70 million pounds. I was on pay.
Gary Bill no turn.
Omo can say omo dey say omo ton.
No the guys.
Omo say omo mo like he's not for sale. That's what they are saying. And not Tezebia or say omo catch and say do Miss Abontino the release by so sere was some omo ton club no mabako sem krobia omo ton be 60 million pounds sterling ne da no. Omo nyan man ko say akwa na sem no kind dey mistake. Na akwa ne nko trans no nwene ho. Ombema akra na hu so yem from so no mo de naba. In fact omu game omu ko she Liverpool kra no. Omo amfana nko bi. Omo man rest. Say until the transfer window ni be close no. You should stay away. Me say dey na kire me say they want to sell.
Yeah.
But for now omu mo bo. No omu say omu dey can lose it Trossard to Arsenal. Inti say coach ni so say lose we kan ho a. Ni team no or Champions League na abo. To me
the Brighton and yes skirt to say 70 million or something.
Who say
Arsenal so be to 65 no the 5 attached. Say Chelsea the 55 na coin and no more pre to train.
Who wants to for found
Chelsea
could you have more than 70
on
your positions on the top players.
But we are sure say Chelsea nya Enzo Fernandez am open with.
No Sir Frank Sir Joe person Chelsea e bia ha amasoa obetimi affect
me who say Moise Calçado de no a decoy na Chelsea the Chelsea pepper Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.
Now they want Enzo team no for who say nya honkwa no mo hwe.
Omo other options.
Omo other options.
It's so much more Moise Asido Enzo Fernandez.
And now what 55 wa ha. How are you ready to pay
one? Right, decided say on say who Mendes inti omonya sa certain link no.
And omo the 80 kura ko Moise Asido so no mo pen pa no mo the 80 kura ko Brighton Bejano. Sikano Mobo Enzo Fernandez na chira say they value Enzo Fernandez more than Moise.
Okay, no for that one I agree.
Yeah, let me see now. Transfers in here. Now, how special are these players? Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez what to say. And I mean Yaima
Enzo
Newton
Fernandez, you know, omu nyina omu a star no yepe. But the difference is that Enzo Fernandez no or a versatile in midfield. And the technical quality is immense as compared to Moise Asido. Moise Asido ultimate now a pass it.
Okay.
Enzo Fernandez so person first pivot obey. Oka so mo second pivot obey. Oka so onye ball no. Oka se onkura. Oka se on pass it. Oka se on shine ni na obetimi di amount. And general so actually Argentine midfielders ni nyina on any profile is clearly different from Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes and McAllister. Onim ball ne ball ne ni so din. Most as don't soon in ball ne din. The difference no the experience in the Premier League and the Portuguese experience. And I won't say Enzo Fernandez ba Portugal and chair. Or by just now we are no Babe excel very well at the World Cup. And the name is Oruba and he has a good agent too. You know, that is the different way has performed at the very top.
One of a pick it ahead of the other.
So me coach now
for Chelsea, yeah.
Me Enzo Fernandez.
Okay.
Me Enzo Fernandez.
106 million pounds.
Yes, me Enzo Fernandez. You know, a born there the selling club besides.
Okay.
A born there team na on turn adiam. Onu ne decided your budget. And I want team go say the obi a deserve the name price near best slashy players be there.
Okay.
Me nka so deserve that amount. But you know for the price tag, the selling club is decided.
You know, after winning the World Cup, Enzo Fernandez has added so much value to a mistake. Who share the difference between the two now? And you're so big,
Okay.
but look at the price difference. 70-106. Price difference is huge.
Now 70-106.
So
70 no someone you won't try one
for now, that is where we are. Even 70 to cry overpriced, but that is where we are. And this is the player who has won the young player at the World Cup and won the World Cup. Even sponsorship sake, if your interest in South America, now the stock very high. I think it's Argentina team no World Cup no muji no.
Okay.
We Messi din free wa we din no mobopa. And now say be Martinelli. I'm goalkeeper.
Okay.
Martinez. Messi first, Martinez, and then Enzo Fernandez. People think that these are the guys who made it thick and thin for Argentina national team. So I think even for marketing purpose, Enzo Fernandez is extremely high.
And one of the last time I was at Benfica, Cromoton play at 30, 40, 50 January, 80, 100, a one on Tom Place.
Mapuka defending. Gomez there. Over Mapuka defending. This season in all competitions, Casemiro 4 goals, 5 assists. Rodri 1 goal, 5 assists. Reece 1 goal, 2 assists. Partey 2 goals, 0 assists. Fabinho 0 goals, 0 assists. If you ever compare your DM to Casemiro, there's still time to apologize. Andy winning ball yeah. Salah Maxima, what's funny? Salah Maxima.
If you still compare your GM to Casemiro, there's still more time for you to apologize. I love that one.